Thanks so much for joining me today. How to lower your stress. Take a big deep breath. That's one way. Just start working on breathing, really relaxing breathing techniques, and breathe in real slow. Hold your hands on your diaphragm. Hold it for 5 seconds and then breathe out. And there are many different second techniques, but you can hold it for 5 to 7 seconds and then just breathe out really slow, even longer. That's a great technique. Did you know that 92% of the things we worry about, they never needed to be worried about? That is pretty profound. 70 to 90% of the people that go into the doctor for different medical reasons, they've been showing that it was induced by stress. Stress is a culprit. It can bury us. It can wear on our bodies, wear on our health. So I want to take you through 3 things, all backed by research, that can help. First one is calming music. You all know just the calming songs, relaxing music. Brian Pellegrino, he's a brain specialist, and he had said back in the day that in all the years working with the brain, he can still cannot affect the brain the way one simple song can. That is pretty profound. They've done research studies of showing over 400 meta-analysis studies on music and the brain. And what they showed was it increases the body's immune system, reduces stress, and the cortisol level, that's your stress hormone, that was reduced. That's over 400 studies. That's pretty profound. So find some music, find something that works for you, that you feel delighted in, that helps you to relax. Number 2 is manage your time. And I know that's just such a common basic one, but if we get overburdened, we start scheduling too many things, we're gonna become overstressed. So if you're not managing your time, your body is going to be able to store that. And when you store that, that's going to increase your stress level, your blood pressure is going to start rising, all these bad things take place. And I love the way Pastor Dallas Willard had said, he said, we must ruthlessly eliminate hurry from our life. Sometimes just slow down, start knocking out those commitments and say, you know what, I'm going to just get rid of that commitment, I'm going to knock it out. And don't replace it with another one. Don't start adding new commitments in, because otherwise it might start burying you again. So try to be able to slow those things down. Number 3 is prayer and journaling. Lift your cares, don't carry them. 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. And in her book, The Super Stress Solution, Dr. Roberta Lee, she said, research shows that people who are more religious or spiritual use their spirituality to cope with life. They're better able to cope with stress, they heal faster from illness, and they experience increased benefits to their health and well-being. And she said, on an intellectual level, spirituality connects you to the world, which in turn enables you to stop trying to control things. And that's a big thing. We always feel like we need to control it all. You don't need to. Step back, pray, journal, write it down, get it out of you, don't bottle it up, and that's going to help you to start releasing that stress. So she said, you stop trying to control things all by yourself. It's easy to understand that you aren't responsible for everything that happens in life. Now let me show you a little bit on the research of what they've shown with prayer and with spirituality. Visited by doctors less often and were less stressed during difficult times than the other students. That was a study they'd done by the National Institute for Healthcare Research. And they were studying Canadian students from those that went to church to those that didn't. Well, the ones that went to church, their stress levels were down. Midterms, all those exams, that brought their stress levels down. Harold Koenig, MD, Associate Professor of Medicine and Psychiatry, at Duke University, surveyed over 1,000 studies appraising the effects of prayer on your health. And he showed hospitalized people who never attended church have an average stay of 3 times longer than regular church attendees. And I'll give you one more. Heart patients were 14 times more likely to die following surgery if they did not practice a religion. So religion is going to make a big difference. Now, my religion is Christianity, and I believe that does help me through my life, and I've seen it help to reduce my stress through all areas of life, because when I am stressed, I can lift my cares up to my God. up to Jesus. Psalm 94:19 says, in the multitude of my anxieties, your comfort delights my soul. That's powerful. Now, I didn't even talk about all the other areas. Exercise, talking to family members, counseling, laughing, smiling. We want to count our blessings, count the things that we are thankful for. Proverbs 14:30 says, a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Don't always be wanting what someone else has. And then Proverbs 15:30 says, a cheerful look brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. Share good news with someone else. It will encourage you as well. Thanks so much for joining me.